Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Nightcap. Jet Fox, your Erie Facebook, streaming live into a Tuesday morning as you look at Pennsylvania Avenue and the Allegheny River in Warren. So, hello to you, Les, to you, Vicki Jones, to you, Mary Kay, to you, Corn Man, 7 Day, and Kenny. Thanks for all the great pictures you're sending me. Holy cow, man. You do some excellent photography. We'll show you some of those. We have shown you some of those. We'll show you a few more tonight. Great to have you back here in the fold. Anybody else that wants to check in, feel free to do so. And I will respond as best I can. Hello, Zach. How's things down in Northern Virginia there? And mm, thanks 7 Day for the tonic water. I'm actually having some right now with some orange juice, my favorite combination since a kid. Um, all right, here we go. Camera tour, camera roll. Can I find a camera? That's it's logged out again. The fun never ends. Had the bizarreness with the radio airport camera. Um, Now it's giving me some videos. Oh my gosh, what is this? What is this hucklebuck? Go away. All right, I think we're okay now. Let's go bottom to top. Warren is first. That makes our tower cam second. Probably going to be pretty dark because I was shooting west into a sunset. So let me spin that around for you. It was a very nice sunset last evening. And let me do the Shell station thing because the gas prices, we call it the Shell station. It's the Crosby's or that kind of thing now. Gas prices are really coming down. So pardon me while I try to get a focus here because, as usual, nothing's ever easy. Come on, you can do it. There you go. All right, so you can see there, it's like 309, and I guess that's 304 with the card. It's pretty darn good. So they continue to steadily go down. Hope that trend continues. Um, so that's kind of a neat shot. We'll go to Meadville, where it is very quiet on Chestnut Street. And I'm going to try the Land Lighthouse, even though it's dark here, because I was getting a great shot of Gull Point, the very end of the peninsula there, which is just like beach and birds. There's no more trees. It's a very cool shot. Um, so let me try and get this back, see if the Coast Guard station has some light to it, because everything else is kind of dark. Yeah, they're not, I don't know. They're kind of dark too. Usually have more lights on. I hope it's not a government shutdown. Anyway, here's Gerard for you. 319 still. A couple of calves across the street from the bar. And anybody else check in? Good to have coffee. Class was great. We had about 65, 70 people. Thanks to everybody who came. Very productive. Perfect timing, great questions, nice selection of different ages of people. Ellen, hello. Leah, welcome back. 69. Yeah, well, it sounds about right. What are you in Orlando? All right, so Co-Fair, Liberty Street yesterday, Monday, 304. There you go. There's a war going on. What are we into now? Is this the Orionids? I don't even know. You guys got to help me out. What what meteor shower are we into? And how many did they say per hour? Maybe. Kim, welcome back. Good to see you. So you guys that have been following that, including Alex, tell me what they're saying. Um, because I'm obviously not up on it. I have enough trouble trying to predict the weather. Yeah, I know how much, more expensive it is in places like Titusville and Franklin and Warren. Um, Crazy. Hopefully it's going down there too. So yeah, anybody has any meteor shower information, I will want to continue with this camera roll, and then if we don't have anything, I'll look it up. Here is the airpuerto. I believe the plane came in at about 10:30. So nothing new there. Here's Edinburgh. A couple of cars there by the bar, but the bar looks closed. A lot less breezy now that nighttime has fallen, but a little chilly too. Let me see what we got for the cathedral. Little breeze there, always it seems, when you put a camera on top of the tallest building. Not much in Conneaut Lake and down to the Hampton Inn. Don't know if Kevin is working, but there's his workplace. I like that shot. Ryan, okay, thanks. I guess Leonid's next month. All right, let me see what I can find out for you as you look at the Hampton Inn there. All right, meteor shower 2025, active period October 2nd to November 7th, October 21st, which is today. Best time will be after midnight until dawn. See, that's like, yeah, the rate, according to this, is 10 to 20 meteors per hour. So that's a that's not a lot. So that's geez Louise, can we just I get more ads on this thing than Carter has pills. Um, just no, I don't want to donate right now. Thank you. All right. There'll be dark skies because um, the new moon falls tonight at 12, or yeah, I guess that's 12:20 C Universal Time, which would be 8:25. Okay, 10 to 20 per hour. So that's the problem probably. Is because say you get 15 per hour, that would be one every 4 minutes. Um, so it would be nice if you could see some, and I hope you see some. But it's not a high rate. And I mean, I'm sure, Alex, you've watched for meteors before. My best advice from an old astronomer used to tell me, don't stand up out there with your neck craned up if you're going to spend any amount of time, um, because you'll have a sore neck in the morning. They always say, like, grab a lawn chair, or I don't think you want to sit on the ground at this time of year, but the idea is lean back against something and don't kink your neck, because especially when you have to wait, to find one. That's the best advice I can get you. So, if it's and the new moon's helping with that, you seeing 40 stars. So, I guess if you got 40 stars, then you're doing pretty well. So let us know if you see anything, because that would be wonderful. Yeah, she's talking about Titusville, PA, but we know there's a Titusville, Florida. If we had gas at 278 here, we'd be thrilled. But it's different. All right, so there we are with that. Now, Kenny's here, and Kenny has sent some great pictures even today, so I wanted to just show a couple of those. Here's a nice one from my buddy Tim. Stop with this. Just stop with this. Good golly, Miss Molly. I'm telling you, you can't believe sometimes. And we do have clearance for a new song from Solitaire. It's really old school. It's a Polish tango from the 1930s. I love it. We're going to play that tonight. Here's the, well, it was supposed to be a covered bridge. Let me scroll down. Maybe I can get you one with the actual covered bridge on. Sorry, kids. Didn't mean to do that. That must be the river or stream that the covered bridge goes over. Here, try this out for size. Probably a little bit better. Isn't that nice? That's Ashtabula County. Well, yeah, Indiana gas. We'd be thrilled with that too, 249. So thanks to Timmy K, who usually shoots pictures down at the bay. He obviously got over to Ashtabula County and got a nice shot there. Yeah, it's a big thing from, I guess, kind of pre World War II. I think it was from 1935. So it's got that old school kind of instrumental, and when you got Solitaire doing it, and of course she's going to sing it at in Polish, so it's even more authentic, I think. My buddy Don, who has been here before, is back in the Philippines, and he says it is 91 degrees, but of course they are in summer. Okay, just checking. I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row here, you guys. Sorry. Let's see. Hang on. I'm trying to get more pictures for you. That's really what I'm trying to do here. 7 days since you love covered bridges. Here's another one for you. Very nice. And I've got a few from Kenny. Kenny, I hope you're still here. Kenny with the excellent photography. Those drone shots were fantastic. So there is one there. There is one there. You guys are here. I think she's working on the Halloween. Well, she's making a whole new original Halloween song, because I would doubt that this house is haunted is in the public domain yet. It's probably too recent. Nice and warm down there in Florida. You having fun? All right, so there you go. A couple covered bridges. Good, Kenny. Let me get a few of yours up here, because they were pretty super. See, and this is what happens. Um, you know, just so you know, okay, what this looks like. And these happen every day. All right. I'm going to show you what one of these deals looks like, which is, and we get them from multiple sources here. Okay, so just concentrate on this part of the screen here. There's your This place is called Warner Chapel Music Inc. Your Weather Nightcap on October 7th, we're claiming ad earnings because it contains music, audio, or video that belongs to them. The applied countries are the Northern Mariana Islands, the U.S. Virgin Islands, the United States of America, Guam, American Samoa, and Puerto Rico. So they're claiming now that's only, that's 2 weeks ago, and we've been doing things pretty well for the past 2 weeks. So what my boss Bailey has to do is, pretty much beat them back and say, no, you do not have the rights to these music. You cannot claim. Back off. That's called disputing a claim. And these things come in every day. So that's why we have to be very careful. So there you are. Anyway, let me get to some pictures from Kenny. So isn't that nice? That's beautiful. Take a look at that. You got the pancake cumulus clouds and the waves crashing in. And some birds. Yeah, the bridges of Madison County. That's Madison County, Iowa. Used to live not that far from there. Beautiful photography, Kenny. Look at those birds. It's like an Alan or an Alfred Hitchcock movie. They're cool or what? Great photography from Kenny. Okay. So thanks for that. Got another nice one from a guy that sometimes is on here. His name is John, and he is out in Warren, and he caught this beautiful shot from Methodist Church. That's going to be the tower there, and there's a rainbow right next to it. So take a look at that. It's pretty neat. Hey, Jeremy Brandon, how are you? So beautiful rainbow out in Warren. Love it. Thanks, John. One more for you. Take that off. Put this on. And this is from Laurie Santos, who has multiple rain gauges. And, we got juiced with some good rain here. And that was great because we need it. And show you a little bit of that in a minute. But I just wanted to get the picture because I love these pictures of rainbows on the fence. They're just cool. Look at that. And she got, let's see, there's the bubble. So over an inch, an inch and a half, basically, 1.5, between 1 and 2. So there it is. A lot of good rain. in the last 24 hours. Still at a deficit, but, it's a decent hit. Bill Scott, are you in Jacksonville, sir? Let me know. Let's switch this show for a second. And 2 o'clock has hit. All right. This will go quickly. Another shot from Green Township. Tree fell after the rain. And also, I want to try and show a map of the amounts. That's what I'm going for here. And you can see that right here. See, everybody got a good shot of rain. A little bit less to the south, but still decent amounts in here. So officially, we're above, and this should say, October, not September, but I'll fix that for you here. So because of this, we're a little bit above normal for October, but we're still below normal for the season since January 1st. So little stats for you there. Anyway, that's the long and short of that. Let's do some radar coast to coast. There's our little line of showers that'll probably come in here 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. No big digs there. But let me put a couple of you on the map here. As far as temps are concerned, like Zach and Bill Scott, Jacksonville, right? Put you on, and then Beth Ann, I'm assuming you're Orlando. So we'll just keep going south here. A little flood warning there near Daytona. A little warmer where you are, Beth Ann. Anybody else from out of town? There we are. There's a good view. Yeah, he's okay. They got him. He's okay. Well, good luck, to your pastor. Hope he's okay. And yeah, there's going to be some lake effect rain showers this week. Probably. Well, like I was showing you with the radar here. Hi, Leah. It's a little bit of shower activity coming in late this morning, lunchtime kind of thing. But it's really not going to amount to much then. But we will have our shots once this thing comes through, because you can see it here. So that's what will give us a few showers. But see this little pinwheel effect? It's going to bring down some cool air here. These guys have a wind advisory in the Dakotas. And, the cool air over warm lake makes lake effect. So for those of you guys that like the pink stinks map, well, it applies. You can actually see the drift into the United States here, because here's your highs from yesterday. There's the cool air. Here's the pink stinks air. So this stuff is just going to funnel down. I'm not saying we're going to be that cold, but cool enough to make the lake bubble a little and make some clouds and make some showers. So I'll show you, pardon me, like if you use your, and this is worth noting because you can get lake effect rain showers and lake effect snow showers, and who gets it is all dependent on wind direction. So when the wind's southwest, it stays out over the lake and goes to Buffalo. And when the wind bends down to the south, it starts hitting Erie and Chautauqua counties. And when the wind goes out of the northwest, it pushes it south of 90. Now, this doesn't matter whether it's rain or snow. And I think you can see that well illustrated in this model here, because all of it, here comes your first shot with the cool front, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. That's not lake effect. But then the cool air starts coming in and it starts to set up late tonight into Saturday. And you'll notice initially, like, look up here. See, there's the band, there's the southwest flow. So that kind of stays out over the lake like that until the winds start to shift. And on Wednesday afternoon, they start to shift and it starts to drag itself down, over Ashtabula, Erie, Chautauqua, and northern into Crawford and Warren counties. So that's what we're dealing with, these bands of rain showers, and that's what's going to happen. So other than the little hit you take today, there's really not a lot of other, it's not a bad day overall, is what I'm trying to say here. Because even if you look at this one, you get this hit, right? Okay. 10, 11, lunchtime, and it's out of here. And then the lake effect starts to set up in the middle of the night, and the bands are up there, they're up there, they're up there, and then they start to drift down on Wednesday. And then they gyrate, just like the snow bands do, depending on the wind direction. Up and down we go. And that's what's going to happen. So, long-winded way of saying, Leah, yes, it's going to rain. Brian. Chat. I got moved to the desk mid-morning. Oh my gosh, well, good luck. Hope to catch up with you soon. Great to have you here. Keep in touch. Send me a message. Hello, Bill Hope. Great to have you here. So, yeah, that's kind of the forecast over the next few days. Now, after that, I think I'm still hopeful that most of the weekend turns out okay. But I mean, it's going to be chilly willy and blustery. One of those October deals where you could get a rumble of thunder or a water spout. And the highs are like 51, 52 with some wind and dampness. That's the deal. Now, let me see if I can pull this longer range model, and I'll check with my other stats too. Hang on here. Too much of the same thing here. Gotta get rid of something. Hang on. Trying to thin out this show a little bit. Okay, so this thing comes down the pike, right? Gives us a little rain late morning, goes away. Then some more develop overnight. And you can see this lake effect process. I mean, if you just look especially at the lake here, it's just morphing around. These little troughs come through, they kick it around, go south. But the good news here is as you go through Friday, one last trough comes through and then it weakens. So that's why I say that I'm optimistic about the weekend being not a washout. Because if it's 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning and you get a sprinkle, It's not that big of a deal. And we hope that's the case. So as we give you a little forecast here, I'm going to check the Euro model just to see if it's driving with the GFS, the American model, and that doesn't give us much rain over the weekend either. And while that's refreshing, here's today's forecast. Like I said, late morning, maybe midday showers, then they move on. Not bad otherwise. And the Euro is jiving with the GFS. They're hardly bringing any precipitation in this weekend. So it looks like midweek lake effect rain showers and then things improving on the weekend. Now, it's not going to be 78, 76. Let me caution you right there. It's probably going to be more like 58, 56. But it does look mainly dry at this point. Maybe a few spritzes on Saturday or Saturday night, but that's not a big concern at this point. So here you go. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, blustery, damp, chilly. And then not bad Saturday, and it does look drier, Sunday, Monday, 55, 57, 60. Pretty good. Okay, well, that's the long and short of it, kids. Wow, your first frost. Holy cow. We haven't technically had one in Erie. It's already October 21st. That's interesting. Yeah, I saw that he was doing that Alabama weather. I was watching the broadcast proceedings from the NWA conference up there in Huntsville, and I was saw a lot of good presentations, and one of them mentioned that. Maybe you're moving up, buddy. He was on a panel, and he was very good. He was just laying it on the line, just saying what he felt, and from all his years of broadcasting, the best way to do it, and what to tell people, and what they're interested in most, and what's the best information, and common sense, and all that good stuff. All right. So, hope you are having a good night. Now, here's the treat. We got new songs from Solitaire, and I'm sure, once we play them, one of those places is going to zap us and tell us that we don't have the rights to do that. But she has given us the rights. And this is really a personal creation, really a lot of effort between her own personal video and her singing in Polish. which is unbelievable. So let me find it and let me play it for you, because she did send it down on WeTransfer, and all I have to do is get it. All right, it is there. All right, tango. She calls it tango, and it's a tango, and it's beautiful. Not only the singing, but the video she put in here. So, okay. I don't know. I'm with the Next Star group. You know, the big one? So there you go. I think they're acquiring Tenga, or some of the Tenga. I can't keep up. It's big and getting bigger in Next Star Nation. I'm just happy to have a job. Okay, so here you go, guys. Enjoy the treat. Brian, yeah, send me a message. Keep in touch. Want to follow what's going on down there with you. And enjoy. And thank you for being here. Hope you have a great Tuesday. Not going to rain too much. We'll see some sun. High near 60, not bad. Showers will pass through. And hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow night, God willing, and the creek don't rise. And as always, thank you for your support.
Poznałem cię, kawiarni tej, nokshub za skuc, a dolny grałeś, szukając wciąż melodii twej. Wiedziałem się, swą książkę dla mnie sławisz, i graj mi graj, rok sobie słów, niech leki daj, jesień do cicha, ja proszę cię, ten co się śnił. Svetsista dom, il kikasów, graj z siłku graj. Przestanąc swer serca daj i wreszcie noc niech ci pukają, czarowna tango grają. Za taką dręk dam serce swe. Niech ci pukają, czarowna ta.